Uh, So Claudia Flores is a certified professional coach, ICF, with masters in human development and specialization in neuromanagement from University of San Antonio in de Murcia in Spain. She holds a marketing degree and certifications in innovation, creativity, entrepreneurship, and diversity, equity, and inclusion. Since 2024, Claudia has served as a Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion and Belonging at the ICF South Florida. We are very proud to have Claudia in that position, being very active, advocating for inclusive leadership and equitable professional growth. With expertise in executive and life coaching, Claudia works with leaders, executives, and high-performing professionals in both English and Spanish worldwide. She facilitates professional development programs, empowering individuals to build essential leadership and management skills. Thank you, Claudia, for being here and sharing your wisdom with us. And Roxana Orellana. Roxana was our guest in 2023 as well, and had this workshop in English and Spanish at that time. Thank you, Roxana, for being here again. Roxana has worked for over 22 years following her spiritual calling and life purpose, helping women heal and thrive. She is a speaker on well-being for emotional health, resilience, prevention of gender violence, sexual abuse, and domestic violence, among others. Roxana is a life coach, counselor, and expressive arts facilitator. With her experience, she created a self-care program, Cuidarte, using the expressive art and focusing on professionals who work in the field of helping others. Cuidarte is designed with scientifically proved tools used to tap into deep levels of the self with curiosity, compassion, and art to get insight into our deepest needs using our internal wisdom. She's a member of YETA and the coordinator of YETA in Central America. She represents PCETE El Salvador, with Person-Centered Expressive Arts Institute, through which Dr. Graciela Bottini develops and teaches the Creative Connection program. She is also an ambassador for YETA social action for NGOs and creative wellness service. Thank you very much, Roxana, for sharing your experience, your wisdom, and your creativity with us today. Welcome. I give the stage to Claudia.
Thank you, Alaska, and thank you everyone for being here this morning. And we're going to start this journey, like we called it. It's a coaching through art, and it's an emotional landscaping journey. So if you can all see my screen and not the presenter mode, all right. So I want to invite you to get comfortable and open your heart, your mind, and don't let the distractions get to you, but be attentive and put all your attention here, because this is going to be wonderful. So this is my question for you. You can drop it in the chat box. What are emotions for you? And there are no wrong answers. What are emotions? What comes to mind when you think about it? And you can unmute yourselves and just jump in if you want to share.
I would like to go, when I think of emotions, I think of reactions in my body And I start listening at what is my body trying to say to me.
Thank you, Katya. Anyone else? If you can read the chat for me, Oleska or Katya, because I cannot see it.
Go. It
Sorry.
says, feeling, Camila says, feeling, sensation. Brendan, the feeling part of being human. Sherry, my reactions from a mental and physical experience.
Really interesting. So emotions, in reality, they are vital messengers. And this is something that I experienced with Roxana, and this is why I invited her to come, because I have real life experience with this process, and it's really life-changing. So every time we have an emotion, it's like Katya said, something that my body is trying to tell me. So these are vital for us. And in ancient times, those were really necessary for survival, right? They are present in every interaction that we have. And this is true for our clients as well. It's something that we cannot ignore. And it's the way our body and mind react to what we experience. So for example, if you stop and think, when I feel joy, or whenever I have, like a very nice or, joyful experience, how do I experience that in my body? Who wants to go first?
Like an expansion.
Yeah. I didn't know what it felt, excuse me, to cry when I was so happy or excited about something. And it's, we always think of every time we cry, it has to be about something sad. But then you come to realize, in time, people say, oh, happy tears. These are happy tears. And, like, for example, seeing my son graduating from university, that for me I was so nervous, so excited. I was crying. I couldn't take pictures. My brother was with me. He couldn't take pictures. And those were a lot of emotions going on. So emotions are information. In reality, the information that we get. And when we ignore or suppress them, we miss important data. So we probably have experienced in the past, every time that emotion comes like in waves, or like Roxana said, like an expansion. And I remember when a few years ago, Roxana told me, don't escape from that, whatever you're feeling. Don't run from it. Just stay with it and embrace that. And I was like, how can I embrace this feeling of anxiety, or this feeling of, maybe not being capable. And in reality, when you embrace that, you are listening to your body and you are getting that information that you need. When we acknowledge them, they can lead us to clarity and growth. And that's what we're here. According to Robert Plutchik, we and our clients can experience approximately 34,000 emotions. It's a lot. A lot. And all of us, we can, along our life, we can experience so many different types of emotions. And I want to talk to you this morning about this book. If you don't have it, if you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. It's Brené Brown's Atlas of the Heart. And during this, in this research that she conducted, she categorized 87 human emotions and experiences. And I can share with you later this file. And so based on that research, she categorizes the different emotions, like places we go when things are uncertain or too much. And people that were researched said that when things are uncertain or too much, people feel stress, overwhelm, anxiety, worry, avoidance, excitement, dread, fear, vulnerability. And when we compare, which is interesting, we feel comparison, admiration, reverence, envy, jealousy, resentment, and a couple words there in German. Schadenfreude. I'm hoping I'm not chopping the name. And Freudenfreude.
Brendan, can you pronounce
Brendan,
it for us?
can you read that for us?
Schadenfreude and Freudenfreude.
Right. So the first one that he said, that means when you feel envy because other people are having, good things happen to them. And the other word, Freudenfreude, is when you feel happy. Am I right? Yeah. Right. When you feel happy that people are having success, that things are going good for them. So in reality, it's a lot of complexity. Things that when things don't go as planned, we feel bored, disappointment, expectations, regret, discouragement, resignation, frustration. And then I'm not going to read everything, but for example, when we fall short, we feel shame, self-compassion, perfectionism, guilt, humiliation, embarrassment. Aren't we complex? When we search for connection, we feel belonging, if everything goes right, fitting in, connection, disconnection, insecurity, invisibility, loneliness. And when life is good, right? When life is good, we feel joy, happiness, calm, contentment, gratitude, foreboding joy, relief, tranquility. And when we feel wronged, we feel anger, contempt, disgust, dehumanization, hate, and self-righteousness. So with that being said, how can we and our clients process emotions through art? And this is where Roxana comes in.
Well, I have no presentation. I am my presentation. So, wow, this is overwhelming. A lot of emotions that we have to deal with like every day. And so I was just thinking when Claudia was talking about all these emotions, how in the past I couldn't express my emotions. I couldn't identify my own emotions at all. And expressive arts gave me like this space where I could start expressing. And, it's a long story, but to make it short, I bought a book and I started working on this book. It was like 7 steps to, what was it? From the heart or something like that. So that was the beginning for me to the introduction to have an expressive arts experience. And I wrote to the author of the book and told her, we need to have this in El Salvador. I mean, this is like a must. And so she invited me to study with her in Salvador Regina University. And that was the beginning of this long process that I've had. And the arts really helped me to first of all express myself. And then when I expressed myself, I understood what was going on with me. So it has been this landscape that we named the workshop of emotions expressing through the arts is really profound. It's really something, it's a process, a very sacred process. It's not something to take lightly. It's something to cherish. It's like having this beautiful space for us, you know, since we're here for some reason. And I hope that you learn something that you can share with your clients, but also that you can like just soak up, you know, and just take this moment for yourselves and experience whatever shows up with a curious and kindful attitude towards yourselves and to whatever shows up. So I don't want to share much about the the theories, you know, but expressive arts is it's not just about painting, but that's what we're going to do today. It's about music, it's about moving, it's about theater, it's about expressing through clay or whatever media that we can express our feelings, you know. And so today we're going to use and combine both the focusing tools with the arts, which is something that I just graduated from because I'm always studying. I love studying. So never stop studying. And so that's what we're going to do today and combine the focusing is it's a philosophy, but it's a technique that Eugene Jandling, maybe some of you know about it, developed. And he studied with Carl Rogers. So that's why creative connection is a part of me. When Valesca read that I represented Pesetti in El Salvador. It's a person-centered approach. So when we listen to people, when we observe people, when we create safe space for others, we know that people, our clients, already know what they need, but they need to tap into this wisdom, right? So if we come from a space of honoring our clients in such a way that we know that they know what they need, we are creating that space for them to develop into the next step. So focusing basically is tapping into the body, into the felt sense of our bodies, the wisdom, and then we're going to express it with art. So this is such a simple, beautiful technique that you could use with your clients because you don't need much. Well, yeah, you need practice and you need a little theory and stuff, but you already know it. You're coaches. You know how to bring in whatever is needed. So, you know, this is a tool that I want to gift you with, but mostly I want you to experience it. So let's dig in and see what shows up. But like Claudia says, let's be relaxed. Like this is like just a space for you. So if you need to stretch or move around or do whatever your body needs, let's be mindful towards our body, to what it needs. And if we need to stop at any minute, you know, just stop. Don't push anything. And yeah, we can stand up. I don't want to stand up because of my mic. You can just move around and get comfortable. I love stretching. By the way, now we have so much information. We know how it helps for our vagus nerve, for regulating and everything, right? So I'm going to invite you to sit and just settle in. And maybe you want to close your eyes and notice if there's, we're going to clear a space and just notice if there's something in between you being here, present, wholly present, totally present. Maybe you're tired or thinking about something, thoughts are coming in, sensations, emotions, overwhelming, whatever comes up. Let's imagine that whatever is in between, you being wholly, totally present here, we can put it away somewhere else, just for a moment, for this process. And you can choose a place where you can put all these thoughts, emotions, ideas, whatever shows up. Could be a coffin or a drawer in your house, or it could be a little boat in a lake with a string, because whatever is happening is happening. It's not going to go away, but we can put it at a distance so it doesn't overwhelm us. And you could put it in a chest somewhere, wherever you feel it's okay, and just notice what you need to get rid of right now. Whatever that is not allowing you to be well inside, all well. And once you feel that all these things have been cleared, I invite you to take a few breaths in through your nose, taking the air through to the abdomen, inhaling and exhaling through the same route. Just noticing the quality of the air that travels within you. Allowing you to explore yourself from within. With every breath in and breath out. Just notice how we start arriving. Notice how your 2 feet are grounded on the floor. How the chair you're sitting on is holding you and supporting you. While you keep breathing naturally, notice how your shoulders are, and notice if you can pull them down, relax down to the floor. Your hands, that maybe you can notice the temperature of your hands. Your arms coming up all the way to your neck. And with the exhale, you can Release some tension if you feel any tension in your body, in some part, or pain. Notice how your jaw is feeling right now, and release any tension that may be there. Maybe you can put your tongue behind your lower teeth so it can relax. Notice how you can loosen up your eyes more. Your skin, facial skin, your eyebrows. How you can soften them a little bit. And in the next breath, let's go inside our body. And just feel the sensations within. Notice how you're feeling and explore yourself from the inside. Notice your inner body. Focus on the felt sense that arises with each part of your body. You may find like an image, a sense of movement, a color, a sound, a sensation. Anything that arises, just welcome it, and with curiosity, with kindness. And notice how your throat feels. What sensations do you find there? Is it tight? Is it rough, clear? Zoom in any sensations that you may be feeling, that may you be sensing. Notice your heart. What shows up in your heart? Is there anything that comes up? Maybe it's an image, a symbol. Notice what's in your gut. How do you feel you're carrying inside? Tap into your whole body and notice what shows up. What emotions, feelings. We have this wisdom inside our body that is always trying to give us a message. And just allow, with curiosity, that felt sense to arise while connecting to yourself, your body. And whatever shows up, just honor it You may find a handle, a word, a phrase, a symbol, a picture, a movement, a sensation. You just check in with yourself, your body. And when you're ready, you can start moving your fingers slowly, without hesitation, opening your eyes and moving your body slowly with tender care. And that sensation or whatever showed up, I invite you to paint it, to draw it, any colors you have it in front. And for example, if you felt a sensation of flow, maybe you want to use watercolors or something with water. If you don't have much to work with, you don't have paint or art material, just use your pen or movement. Maybe you want to move or create something with your hands or write a word, a phrase of whatever showed up. And if you're not clear of the handle of that, whatever showed up for you, you can always go back and check in your body to see and check if it's correct, if that is what you really want to work with. Any questions, you can just ask me. This is a relaxed space. So I've noticed that some of you have finished. I'm gonna write something in the chat. But something important about expressive arts is that the process of creating art is the healing process. So if you can engage, the more you can engage in creating your art, sorry. is better. But it's not necessarily, because some people are really fast. You know, it's not necessarily the best way to go about it. It's just tapping into your own wisdom to know when to stop. So for the ones that are still creating art, for the others, I'm going to write down some questions so you can continue.
Roxana, I had a like a very unique experience this time. I
Oh.
saw like different figures, and when we were visualizing, so I saw different things. And why is that happening?
Like, what do you mean different things?
Okay, I saw like a gold nugget, like a golden nugget, and then I saw like a diamond, and then like wings. So I didn't know what to do with everything that I was seeing, and I tried to make like a like a
Perfect.
mix.
Can I pin you? Wait, let me pin you. Perfect. That's intuitive, you know. You draw what shows up, and then so what is that telling you?
For me, the word that came to my mind, to my intuition, was transition.
So can you write it down?
It's
You
here.
did?
I don't think you can see
Oh
it.
yeah, I see now. Okay, good. So we stay with that, you know, and I was writing some questions. Let me unpin you if I can find you. Wait. And okay, great. Anybody else? I think some people are still working.
I painted this.
Yes? Can I pin you? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is this the sea and then two birds, and then the sun.
So when you see that, if you have a dialogue with your work, what is it saying to you?
Like flying towards the light.
Mm. Did you write it down? Can you write it down? Yeah.
In the chat or for
No,
my,
in your
my
in your drawing, whether in the
Mhm.
back or maybe put it as the name of your. If this were an art piece in a gallery, that would be the name.
Mhm.
You're muted, Valeska.
Thank you. I did this.
Whoa.
And because for me, what came more were the colors and the orange, and I associate with the image I saw last night while walking my dog.
Whoa.
So, and for me, it's I have three words. One is perspective, because the moon was so big and so yellow that could be a sun.
Aha. Wow.
That was amazing last night. So was perspective, transcend, and energy. The three words for me.
What was the last one? I'm sorry.
Energy, the last
Oh,
one.
wow. Yeah. Aha. So what is that saying to you that in this moment of life?
I think the first thing that I thought was why energy, because was at the end, the end of the day when things are kind of calm down.
Yeah.
But then comes no, because this is perspective. This is
Mhm.
perspective. And for me, it comes like there are so many different ways to approach and to see what is going on with my life and around me. And I'm always amazed by the mirroring of that water allows us, the mirroring of the image in the water. And where I live, I see that all the time.
Wow.
And this is, I think, is what I think it transcends our just superficial perspective, our the just like the physical way of seeing things, and goes beyond and goes into the emotions, as you said.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. So I invite you to write the words and
Yeah.
thanks.
Sherry, I think she has a question.
Sherry May. Hi.
I think you're muted.
You're muted,
Yeah,
Sherry.
you're muted. You look beautiful, by the way. Still muted.
There you go. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yeah, hi Roxana. Nice meeting you again. Thank you. It's evening here, about midnight, but I like
Wow.
the experience. Um, let's see. There you go. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
you can see that. This when we do you do the Roxana, that I have to like left behind everything what I knew about doing this, because I wanted like just an experience for myself. And um while you're telling me to focus, there's only one thing that that I just draw the line first, and I don't know what it's going to happen is just let my hand and pulse doing it. And when you ask like what it really represents, it reminds me of the ear, so I colored it. There's a color, different colors from intense to like slowing down, which is the green. It represents me like I need to slow down. And if I'm going to have this title, it could be listen. Okay, so because today I'm clueless. I'm actually doing nothing today. I'm just waiting for the 11 p.m. here in the Philippines to come and join, and I have to listen for what's going on with me because I'm doing my final research for my clinical major. Okay, like you, I keep studying. All right.
Yes.
And another two words, left and right, would be acceptance. I need to accept that something is going on with me that I have to understand, and embracing that focus to myself, because most of the time, like you have your project, I do have my project in my country too. So I'm the shock absorber of everybody, but I have to take time out, today, and just to accept. And of course, on the other hand, tomorrow is another day for me with a lot of things to line up. And I have to be resilient. I have to make sure that I have this kind of tenacity and of kind this courage to knowing that I'm alone here doing this project right now. I'm alone on believing that this gonna happen. There's a lot of people like maybe after 24 hours they love my project, but the following day they don't like it no more. But I have to hold on to this, and I
Yes.
believe like you, Roxana, you have the same that mindset. That's for me. So I believe that not only to listen to myself, but I'm also listening to the people around me. Like today, like
Mhm.
you're sharing and the people who shared. So for me, it's maybe tomorrow this will be another color, but it's I have to tone down with this one. So that's my experience.
Oh,
That's what I feel.
beautiful, Sherry. Man, I mean, really, listen to yourself. It comes first. Yes. Thank you. Beautiful. So Sherry May is an expressive arts therapy or art therapist in the Philippines, and she has like this huge project, and we've met in Yara and stuff like that. Thank you. It's very interesting how this workshop flowed because I hadn't even finished it. People start talking. I was like, okay, let it flow. But I love it. I love how working with coaches. I mean, how intuitive you guys are, and how hands-on and fast learners you are. Love it. So if anybody else wants to share something, it's an open space.
Katya, you had your markers ready.
Who?
Katya.
I'll share. I used a pencil and only two markers.
Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
great.
share. I don't know if you can see it. There.
Yes.
Okay, so I draw myself
Hmm.
dancing with the stars in the salt desert. So, and my words were joy, flow, connection, and to transcend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Very profound. Thanks. Okay. Anybody else wants to share? Camila, you have this beautiful smile. I love it. So if you sure you don't want to share? Nobody? Brendan? No?
Oh, I can if you'd like. So mine's not visual. I'm unfortunately visually Not very artistic person. Words, however, are my
Ooh,
game. And so I
wow.
was doing just did some free writing here. I do a lot of poetry and writing. But I think really what I can share with the groups, I think I kind of was having this epiphany, and I think Sherry, you said the word embrace, and so it got me to thinking. And some of the stuff I was writing was just, we have words for all different types of things that gather. You've got a gaggle of geese, a flock of sheep. You've got, a school of fish. You've got all these types of words. But when coaches come together, there really isn't a word to describe that. And I think, Sherry, you're onto something. I think I would call what coaches are when they come together is a warm, safe space. And to me, that's an embrace. And so I
Mm.
think there's something to that. And I was just kind of gathering what we're all kind of bringing together here in this moment. I think there's probably a poem there or something. I need to start get my scratch pad out and make that thing happen. So yeah, that's just
Wow.
my thoughts and what I was thinking about as we're here. So thanks for the embrace, y'all.
Oh, thank you. Let's embrace Brandon. Thank you, Brandon. Really beautiful. Anyone else? Okay. So I'd like you to invite you to go a little step further and just reconnect. Reconnect, and we're gonna like just connect with the body again and settle in our chair. Take a few breaths in, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling through the nose naturally. Just noticing what showed up inside of us, whatever we felt, saw after gathering together, listening to each other. Maybe things maybe shifted a little bit. And just connect with your feet on the ground. Notice how you're grounded, how you're held by the chair, supported. And whatever showed up for you during the process, how would you add a little piece? How would you shift it for a more positive, or for a clearer picture of what it was or what it is? Maybe you can see a symbol or an image or something clearer that moves us a little further, like a step further, more positive way of seeing it, a better perspective of it, or a clearer way of seeing it. Or maybe you could add something on it. And just take a few breaths inside and enjoy your body, your sensation. And take a picture, like an internal picture of the sensations that you're feeling. And I'm going to invite you to add up to your work of art, or you can write a poem, or you could write a paragraph of what those words meant to you, what that image was for you. What is that saying to you? And take a little moment, like 10 minutes or whatever you need to express that. However it feels better. You can draw it, you can paint it, you can write it, you can move it, dance it. So I guess we don't have 10 minutes. No wonder I could see the ICF faces.
I think we
I'm-
should have asked for the 90 minutes.
Us artists never care for the time. So sorry about that.
And I think we are enjoying so much that we would stay here for long.
Well, we could just, share whatever showed up, like this, so we could take a picture. And I believe Brandon can write his poem, and then you can send it to the group somehow, because I'd love to hear it, to read it. And I hope it was good for you guys. And thank you for everybody that showed up. I really appreciate it. I love doing this work, and hope to see you soon somewhere else.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Roxana and Claudia. I would like, while you are wrapping up your drawing and your art, I invite you to fill in our survey. This is a feedback form. Please just you can use the QR code and give us a feedback. I'm sure Roxana and Claudia will appreciate that. And we will appreciate that in ICF, so we know how to prepare for next time. And we'll see you. We have a full day of events today, tomorrow, and Friday. We have the mixer in the evening. So yesterday we had fun together, interacting and getting to know each other. Please show up whenever you can. We are here.
Thank you, everyone.
And thank you for inviting me, and for this week. It's really amazing what you're doing. Thank you, Valeska and Katia.
Thank you for being here again. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you,
Bye.
everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye.